Vanakkam and welcome to the Paradise of Industries, SIDCO, Tamil Nadu Small Industries Development Corporation Limited. It is an undertaking of Government of Tamil Nadu that functions with the specific objective of playing catalytic role in the promotion and development of small-scale industries and hastening the industrial dispersal throughout Tamil Nadu. The key areas of SIDCO's activities are as follows. The first one is to develop industrial estates with infrastructure facilities and provision of worksheds and develop plots. Second one is raw materials supply scheme. Third, marketing assistance scheme. The fourth and the final is guidance to entrepreneurs. Yes, SIDCO is a Government of Tamil Nadu enterprise which was incorporated as a limited company in the year 2002 with an authorized share capital of Rs 50 crores and Rs 20 crores paid up capital through Government of Tamil Nadu in order to promote industrial development in the state and provides financial assistance in the shape of debt, equity and venture capital. Now, this SIDCO industrial estate is situated behind the Government College of Engineering Salem campus, and now we are going to see SRIWIN Electric, which is located within the Women Industrial Park of SIDCO. SRIWIN Electric is medium voltage switchgear manufacturing firm started in year 2015 with experienced team members in this field. Managing director of SRIWIN Electric is having 27 years of experience in this field and many engineers in SRIWIN are over 15 years of experience. They are dedicated to design and manufacture modern MV vacuum circuit breakers, load break switches, vacuum contactors, porcelain clad vacuum circuit breakers, reclosers and switchgears to meet IEEE, IEC and IS Indian standards. So their main focus is to design, manufacture state-of-the-art, maintenance-free products with highest safety in the following ratings. So these are the ratings for metal clad switchgear with Vcbs, indoor or outdoor. And the second one shows the ratings for load break switches as per IEC or Indian standards. The third shows the ratings for reclosers. Fourth shows the ratings for vacuum contactor. And the fifth one shows the rating for control and relay panels. Sixth one shows the ratings for as per the IEC and IEEE standards. And the last shows with the ratings with magnetic mechanism is a long life maintenance free product. So now we are going to check into the products that are available in SRIWIN Electric. The first product range is indoor metal clad VCB panel. These are the ratings with applicable standard IEC 62271-200/1/60529, and the applications are solar power plants, windmills, blue metal plants, spinning mills, EB substations, shopping malls, hospitals, showrooms, industries, or ports, airports, etc. This figure shows the VCB trolleys with the applicable standard of IEC and 12.0 kV, 24 kilovolt and 36 kilovolts are the ratings given. This figure shows the outdoor metal clad VCB panel with side cable box. So 12 or 24 or 36 kilovolt ratings. This figure shows outdoor VCB panel with roof entry bushings, 12 or 24 or 36 kilovolt ratings. And this figure shows load break switch panel. It is indoor and outdoor LBS with 630 amps and 24 kiloamps for 12 or 24 or 36 kilovolt amp applications. And options is it has a load break switch with earth switch, load break switch with fuse strip, load break switch with fuse and earth switch. This figure shows the cast resin transformer for distribution application and with the ratings for the following ratings. This figure shows the auto recloser for distribution automation with the following ratings. This figure shows a vacuum contractor for motor and capacitor switching applications, 3.6 or 7.2 or 12 kilovolt with 400 amps as per IEC standards. This figure shows high power Vcbs for generator or power plant applications with the following ratings. And this is compact long life Vcbs with magnetic actuator mechanism, 12 kV, 1250 amps, 25 Ka Vcb. Vcbs with embedded poles, sealed and maintenance free. So the ratings are given here. Thank you. And now we are going to enter into the SIDCO. So the employee is going to explain about the products. Let us watch it now. Thank you. Now we are going to meet Mr. Srinivasan, MD of SRIWIN Electric. And he has given a brief description on his company, stating that this company was started in 2016. Initially, they started exporting small products at domestic level. Their main product is switchgear. So all types of switchgear are being produced from small capacity to large capacity. They have even exported products to different countries such as Russia, China, and so on. So new products which other companies were not able to do or were not able to produce, so they have exported to Russia. Different kinds of products are being exported to medical college, metro water, almost all government sectors. They have been supplying the components. During this pandemic, 80% of production has been decreased, but then the government has assured them that 25% of subsidy will be given for sure. Initially, their startup was very difficult, like purchasing loan, etc. The MD has gone to various countries like China, Russia, and almost all European countries. He says that industries differs from place to place, from country to country. And he has given a suggestion that the government should create yellow pages which includes all the companies that are within a district. For example, if we search for industries at Salem in Google, then it should give all the companies in Salem product-wise, so that the components or the parts are required for that particular product can be obtained from nearby places and need not be obtained from any other states or other countries. Now, our HOD, that is head of the Department of IEEE GC Salem, is having a small conversation with the Managing Director, Mr. Srinivasan. of SRIWIN Electric. Our HOD is asking about the environmental aspects, energy conservation, pollution control and electrical gadgets replacement in their company. So for that, the MD says that there are nearly no high power consumption machine, and only for conventional welding purpose they need a high power consumption machine. So all the equipments that are within their industry or the company is low power consumption equipments. And noise pollution from the machine is also being controlled. They have obtained ISO certification as well, and there is no chemical cleaning activities. Indeed, even the painting powder waste are being recycled. So the products are being tested in the government laboratories, and the machines are very well calibrated. So all the equipments in the SRIWIN Electric are very well calibrated. Then our HOD asks, what could the students learn over here in the SRIWIN Electric? So he says that the students could learn the process of manufacturing, the methodology, or the types of manufacturing. So again, there is a question of what do you say for the students to become entrepreneurs? So for that, the managing director is replying as, after completing the studies, the student should join a small company for work rather than a big one, so that he would learn from testing till the dispatch of the products. Even minute things like passing the courier, receiving the guests also can be learned. If he seeks for a big industry, suppose if he is a testing engineer, then he might be one of those who are already existing in that company. To start a company, he should learn things first. That is, he cannot directly step into a business. So he has to have a well hands-on experience with the products. So the product knowledge is very, very essential. So where it is being manufactured, what is the model of it, and what could be the types of the products, how to market it or sell it, what are the prices regarding it, etc. SRIWIN Electric. This is the shearing machine which does plain cutting of thick metal sheets. So plain cutting in the sense only rectangular shape or the square shape can be cut, and irregular shapes cannot be done with this machine. So the size of 50 into 80 mm or 100 into 200 mm, so these kind of rectangular shapes or square shapes can be cut using this machine. There is a shearing blade and a stopper behind it. So in this display, we have to fix how much distance is required to cut the thick metal sheets. And the stopper is used to determine, or it is used to give the distance to which the thick metal sheets are being cut. So minimum 10 to maximum 500 mm of distance can be fixed, and beyond 500 mm, the sensor cannot sense the distance. Over here, pressure is released due to hydraulic pump. So here, the hydraulic pump plays the main important role in doing this plain cutting in the shearing machine. So there is an attached adjustment for thickness like 0.5 m sheet, 0.10 m, 0.15, 2.2, 0.25 until 0.80 m. So this shows the adjustment for thickness of the sheets. Now we have to release the lock, then turn the handle to fix the thickness. For example, if you are fixing at 0.2 now, so it has to be turned to 0.2 m thickness, and then it has to be locked. Now starting alarm is given or it is switched on, and as this is a China imported machine, every equipment has an alarm within it. And now in the display, the distance to which it is to be cut is fixed. So the stopper will adjust itself to the distance that we have displayed or fixed. Then the start button is switched on. Now the cutting is done. So this is not a time consuming one, and within the minimum time cutting can be done with this shearing machine. Now we are watching the bending machine. So in this bending machine, 30-degree or 60-degree angle bending can be done. The length of the metal sheets is 500 mm. In a drawing, and how much thickness and what angle is to be bent is given for a plain sheet. Based on this drawing, bending is done. Angle should be given in input as x-axis and y-axis. Initially, angle should be given in minimum in order to avoid wastage or overbending. So in this display, the x-axis is set. So one bending is equal to 2 m thickness. Suppose if a bending of 20 m is to be done, then x-axis is set as 18 m because there is a bending reduction curve of bending. That is bending reduction, which means curve of bending will take the remaining balance of 2 m. It is, you can see a U-shaped curve in the thick metal sheet, that is called as bending reduction. So in which outer radius will be more and inner radius will be less. That is why thickness is set to 18 m. For y-axis setup, the moment of bed is fixed. The moment of bed is within the machine. To avoid damage of the bed as well as the sheet, correct measurements should be given. So, already calibrated measurements were set as a standard. And you can see the standard measurements on the sheet which has been pasted on the machine. So 4 m thickness is fixed for y-axis. Single bend or double bend can be done, or both can be done. So finally, it is measured with the vernier calipers. Safety measures should also be taken care of, like wearing masks, gloves, etc. because the blade in the bending machine is very sharp. Maximum wastage should be avoided and scraps should be minimized. So economical conservation is very essential. Now we are going to watch coil welding. So welding means two metals are joined together, that is welding. So this machine has 250 amps and 440 volts. And carbon dioxide gas plays a main important role in welding in this coil welding machine. To set the thickness, coarse and fine adjustments are done alternatively. So this coil will be released as and when we get through the holder, and to remove the flux in the coiling, the spray is used. So through this holder, gas is passed continuously to weld. Here again, measurements are given in the drawing. Now have a look at the welding process. Surface finishing is done and different types of discs are being used in this equipment. For example, for copper, steel, etc., the discs differs. And the discs are made up of variety of materials. So far we have seen the coil welding. Now we are coming back to tungsten inert gas welding. Here, non-metals as well as metals can be welded. Whereas in your coil welding machine, only metals can be welded. Here, non-metals as well as metals can be welded. In coil welding, carbon dioxide gas was used. Here, argon gas is used. So the gas flows continuously and this fuller rod melts and welds with the metal. So in the coil welding, both the gas as well as the coil is going to flow, but here in the inert gas welding, the gas alone flows continuously and the fuller rod melts and it will weld with the metal. So both the fuller rod and the metal are in SS types. Here, have a look at the welding of metals. Now comes the deepening process. So deepening process is to ensure that the quality of metal is good without any rust and without any peeling off. So this is the powder coating booth where the finished metal products are placed on these hangers and inserted into this booth. This booth is arranged in such a way that an individual or one person can enter for work into this booth. Siemens powder is used for this booth. Now this is a tank where certain quantity of powder is being filled, and by using this gas the powder is being sprayed onto the finished metal. So a gun is being used to spray the powder onto the finished metal. The remaining unused powders deposited on the floor will be let out by means of an exhaust for recycling and reusing. Now we are watching the heating booth. So the finished compounds should be placed in the hangers and inserted into this heating booth. The preheat is done by means of a burner and gas. The gas used here is LPG, liquid petroleum gas. During preheating, The powder will melt and merge with the compound or the product. The heating chamber is then closed and timer is set at a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius for overheating. After closing the chamber or after overheating, an alarm is given and the heat is getting reduced gradually, and peeling off will be minimized due to this heating wood. So these compounds are then given for assembling. The final product of SRIWIN Electric is shown here. For large scale industries like water pumping station, hotel applications and etc. So some industries need a low voltage of maybe 200 HP or 150 HP and so on. There are certain companies with 1000 HP and more. So these panels are used for those purposes, which already contains a relay, control, etc. inbuilt in it. And this is a 12 kV panel.
Yes, my dear students. Now I think you have seen the video session of part 1 in SRIWIN Electric. So from this video, I think you have understood the process of manufacturing medium voltage switchgear panels. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.
Dear students, based on the part 1 video session of SRIWIN Electric, you are informed to submit the answers in the internship report for the questions posted. Thank you.